So let's move along to a game that is currently out and actually looks like it's pretty well received. Horizon Chase Turbo. It's racing time. Words. This is more along the lines of like an outrun, in terms of the racing structure, if you will. It's like a point-to-point kind of thing. Yeah, that's like the first one they list on their inspirations. So we'll see what they express in the demo. This is already like super polished UI. Again, this game is out, full release, so I expect a lot of polish on it. And I'm mostly wondering when I look at these, what are they deciding to highlight and restrict with the demo? Available in full game. This is looking like just one World Tour course. Or I guess 4. Hollymood. Games have to do that. Like, I'm pretty sure the Hollywood sign is like copyrighted or trademarked or whatever, and just throwing it in is a problem. Let's go San Francisco Rush. Oh, this is actually lap based. It's not point to point. So maybe it is more like San Francisco Rush. It's a crate. You could just drive a box. I'll do this one. Okay, you probably have to do the whole tap, like with Mario Kart. Bonk. Got so much grip. Like the driving, it feels nice. It feels a little strange, almost. Like it's too much grip. I don't know. I need a little fuel. Actually, I don't need a lot of fuel. I'll be honest, I expected the music to be a little more vaporwave. If you're gonna be outrun, like be outrun music too. But this is perfectly fine as well. Bonk. We got all the coins. Nitro. Did I have Nitro available this entire time and I didn't notice? Or is it an F-Zero thing where you have to unlock it after the first lap? Or did I get it from picking up all those fuel cans? I feel like my driver is very, very cheeky, very braggy. Considering we only came third. Not like super far in third, but still in third. Got all 20 tokens. Didn't grab all the fuel. Earn score to advance. So having more fuel at the end like gets you more points as well. Full game has like environmental stuff. So what did we... because we didn't have perfect fuel, I guess? Or is that just one of... Okay, no, that's one of 3. Let's go back. Let's do Sequoia. Not enough points to unlock that. Let's try this one. Let's see how this one feels. I do kind of like the low poly feel without it being like PlayStation-y. Like the intentional low polyness of it all. Oh yeah, you have boost like from the get-go. It's honestly a great way to get around. Like, there are a lot of racing games with high poly, high detail, licensed cars, and I feel like this game had no desire to be that. Developers probably also didn't have the resources to be that, because that is expensive. So it's like a good way to get around those concerns and still make a game that looks good. This is like a proper art style, doing it this way. There's all the tokens. It's not like the background matters much, like in terms of how good it has to look. It just has to look good enough to work, basically. I'm getting road hypnosis though. Just a little bit. Like, we're going so fast past stuff. I'm gonna lap that poor fool. Yeah, it does remind me a little bit, like Firewatch is a good comparison. Road hypnosis being like if you're driving on the highway and like your environment is so similar, like what you're trying to focus on, like it's just a very bland straight road, or like the terrain or whatever is very consistent. Get first place in all tokens earn a super trophy. You can just like mentally, yeah, you lose track of where you are. You can just forget time, essentially. Which is slightly scary that the brain does that, but it's like you've had no stimuli, no difference in stimuli, so it just kind of drops it. And I feel part of that is this art style and the way the road is textured. It's like something about that is almost strobe-ish, and it's just your brain wants to tune it out very quickly. It's like a little difficult to handle. We unlocked the new car. Let's drive the new car. Okay, this music is a little more Outrun, like I expected. Also, there's like no concept of vehicle damage, so I can just bumper car all I want. Oh, this is a short course. I say this music is more Outrun, but I think it is the same track we had a moment ago. Stop being in my way, please. Room. That one last token, we gotta get it. It's gonna taunt me. I gotta find a way to take that like really narrow. Is the thing. I can take a lot of these turns pretty wide. I missed. I'm mad. I appreciate the extent of challenge. In this game, it's like a good level. Upgrade race. Death Valley. Get an upgrade for all your cars. Okay. This is the only one that we got a first place with, so I gotta. Skulls and spikes. Brr. It's just a very straightforward oval. Definitely overused nitro so far. Like, popping it all early. I imagine this is not the kind of game where the amount of fuel you have like influences your traction or anything like that. Like, doesn't have that kind of concept of weight to it. I don't know who's ahead of me and who I'm lapping right now. That was someone who was ahead of me. That was not. They were ahead of me. They were not. Stop it. Stop being in front of me. It's not allowed. This is like Baby Park. Yep, Baby Parks. I wasn't even looking at chat when I said that. Progress. 1 gold, 1 super. No cars unlocked. Upgrade. Tournament. Yeah, it's 4 races. Tournament upgrade installed. Nice. We'll take that. Yeah, this feels like just a well-executed and kind of simple racing game. The collectibles, the tokens is like a good idea. Oh, I guess in tournaments you can get extra nitro. Relatively limited, like, punishment for failure, it feels like. Like, it wasn't the end of the world that I hit that sign. It was a long course and a lot of laps. And a bad corner. And a nitro that I missed. Yeah, this is clearly a harder course than the California ones, for sure. All tokens? Wow. I'm not picking up the fuel though, and that's a problem. Also, first place is well ahead. I see it. I don't remember where the fuel pickups were. There are some. It's not much, but if it keeps me going, it keeps me going. Barely. Barely enough gas. But hey, you refuel for the start, so... First corner is always bad. Especially when it's this tight. Wow. I feel like that's where all of the pickups on this course are. Gotta go fast. Yeah, they're all in that windy section, so. It's like everything is just bright enough that it's kind of hard to visually process at the speed that the game is trying to go at. I feel like that's my main complaint with it. Is just how bright it is. Kind of like the difficulty that comes with that. Okay, that extra turbo ought to do it. Ta-da! It's like every car is getting a consistent placing. It's like if I keep placing first, everyone else is gonna keep placing the same position. I'm not sure what that says about the game's AI. It does feel like, you know, it's not rubber banding like a Mario Kart game, which is good. It also feels like there's this designated, like, this person is going to come first, this one's going to come second, etc., etc. I don't think I'm a fan of in a tournament context like this, where like it matters how the AI does. Run over run. Were there no tokens on this course? Like tokens just aren't a thing now? Like there were tokens on the first two and then nothing here. Rude. Rude. Not my bad, your bad. You're in my way. I shouldn't have nitroed there. That was a bad spot for it. This is probably the right spot for it, but oh well. Yeah, I'm so used to stuff like Forza where I need to be mindful of grip. And here, like, you just have so much grip on the corners. It's a very different feel. Go. Hey, Rhythm Bastard, how's it going? Yeah, it's like everyone is placing almost exactly the same. Westbound. Like, as you get towards the end of the rankings. Which means there's no real ability to, like, get first place 3 times and just blow everyone away, but I also suspect if you don't place first once, it's going to be very hard to get first. Or at least it's going to be like noticeably harder. Which, I don't know, there's something to be said about like having a consistent leader in the AI so that it's harder for a good player to snowball out. There's like one person constantly getting first and then everyone else is kind of in the middle. I don't know. That's the sort of topic I would like leave to a more experienced game designer to discuss. I'm just like, vroom. I want to vroom. This guy is so good about being in my way. Really don't like it. I think I have enough of a lead that third place will still be fine for getting first overall, but I gotta push, try not to risk it. That extra nitro might be what I needed. Yep. Second place, I'm definitely fine. Because I have a 3-point advantage. So I can drop 1. She wins. 79 out of 80. Such a small, like, elevation difference. Look, it just looked kind of funny to me. Oh, and now it's gonna run the trailer. Like they do with so many demos. Yeah, it is like, the brightness is such a striking style, but I think it's hurting my eyes a little bit. It's a little hypnotic. I want to see if there's like any output from that tournament that is after this trailer. Yeah, this game is released and it is like Steam rankings are overwhelmingly positive. Like, it is liked. So there's that. Nope, nothing. Sat through a trailer for nothing. Grr. Yeah, that was one that's like, I can see why it's so well liked. Definitely good. Definitely dizzying is a bit of my problem. Is there any intention for a Switch release? Let's find out. I think there is. I think I saw that they were planning to do that. Here we go. Yeah, no, it is on Switch right now. It is up to 35% off on PS4. So yeah, this is like, it's an indie game. It's an indie studio, but it's kind of one of those major releases. It was like when I covered Yoku's Island Express. It's one of the more notable games out there. And like the structure of the demo is what I would expect from a racing game. You know, it gives you a couple cars, a couple tracks, lets you experience the 2 main modes. Like, that's what I want to see out of a racing game demo. And it gave a great sense of like, you know, is this going to be fun for you? I think the token collection kind of thing is interesting. Nice way of like making you break up your lines a little bit. The difficulty balance felt about right. Not too sure about the AI and like how that was structured. I was still kind of mentally feeling that out. Yeah, it's just that, like, for whatever reason, it was making me a little dizzy, a little hypnotized. Like, I don't think I could play that game in long stretches. Like, I think it would get to me after a while. Whereas, like, I've played Forza for long stretches and been fine. Although endurance mode on that's pure hypnosis. I will just like completely miss a corner doing Forza endurance mode because I just forget that I'm driving. Yeah, there's definitely like bits of that felt weird because I'm so used to more realistic driving. If you're used to more arcadey driving, I think that's gonna feel great. So yeah, if you can play through it and not feel like you're getting dizzied, then great.